Hey, Editing Katie here. I just wanted to touch on something really quick before we dive into this video. This video I actually recorded back in July of 2020, and I wanted to share this once we got more information for the Give Me Glow palette inspired by this collection that launched last summer of 2020. And I'll go ahead and link their Instagram page and also, of course, their website down below in the description box. But if you want to stay abreast of when they're actually launching this palette, I think it's going to be in April, but delays can happen. So definitely check their Instagram page. And I do want to say that the actual palette that they're going to be launching here very soon in April is going to be slightly different than the collection that I tried and that I'm reviewing today in today's video. They still kept the same amount of colors and the same ratio of matte to shimmer, which I'm very thankful for, but the actual colors are going to have slight differences to them. So I hope that doesn't detract from my review and tutorials. And if nothing else, I hope it can just inspire you of some creative ways to use the palette once you do get it in some fun tutorials. Hey y'all, it's Katie and welcome back to For My Vanity, and welcome to a 3 looks 1 palette plus review and swatches of the Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams palette. I'm not really sure what they're going to be calling it. I have the bundle that was a mystery bundle in May of 2020 and I picked it up. I absolutely love it. I've been playing with it this month and it actually came out not too long ago and said that because everyone enjoyed it so much and because they had such a limited stock of it, they're going to be turning it into a palette in 2021. So they are going to be coming out with a full official palette, which I personally am super excited about because this formula for pastels is amazing. Also, I do want to say Levi is here in the room with me. I'm going to be pre-filming this. It's July 2020 right now. I'm pre-filming this to upload later once we have more information on the palette. But yeah, Levi is awake right now and he's just chatting over here in the chair. So if you hear little noises, that's going to be him. But yeah, once I heard they were coming out with a palette, I was super excited because like I said, this formula is absolutely amazing. And I think that it is great that they're turning it into a palette. But before we get into sharing my review on this collection palette, let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorials. All right, diving into this first look, I'm taking over the rainbow, that purple there, and I'm putting this in my crease and on the outer corner. I do want to say that if you're curious for any like eyeshadow primer, or if I happen to remember the lipstick, that sort of thing, any extra items that I'm using in these tutorials, they'll be down in the description box. After that, I took just a touch of sweetener. I really didn't want to make this too like pinky. I really wanted to keep this a purple and yellow look, so I just took a touch of the pink and used that as a transition shade to blend it out from the purple, and I felt like it did its job really well. It's nothing too obvious, but it definitely did help with blending out the purple. And then for the lid, after a little glitter glue primer, I took So Sour and I put that all over the lid. As you can see, it goes on really nicely. I always really enjoy Give Me Glow's formula. All of these shimmers are definitely more of a sheer type of formula. They're pastel, so they don't have a whole lot of like intense pigment to it, but they still have this standard Give Me Glow like metallic finish to it. And with, a little bit of care in packing it on, it shows up beautifully and looks really, really pretty. And then I just took the teeniest touch of, once again, that pink and popped it right there between the purple and the yellow. And then moving to my lower lash line, I'm taking over the rainbow and I'm just kind of connecting that around and putting it on my lower lash line. And then for a pop of something different, I did take Peep This, the matte yellow, and I put that underneath. I really enjoyed it, that little pop. And then for my inner corner for this look, I decided to take Push Pop and pack that on my inner corner, as you can see. Like I said, I'll have the details for the liner down below in the description box, as well as the lip product if I can remember. But yeah, that is the first look that I did using the Give Me Glow Pretty in Pastel, but it is now called Pastel Dreams. And please forgive the messy mascara application. Okay, moving on to the second look, I'm taking Kawaii Cute. I think that's how you pronounce it, but anyway, I'm packing this onto my inner corner and I'm wanting to do a couple different, matte shades here in the crease, so I put that specifically in the inside corner, and then for the middle, I'm taking Peep This. I'm just gonna kind of create a gradient of these colors. And then once that's down, the last color I'm taking is the Mint to Be, and I'm putting that on my outer corner. And then once I've kind of put that on the outer corner in my crease, I did decide to go ahead and pack it on to my lid. I kind of waited for a little while because I wasn't sure if I was going to take another color, but I decided to just keep it with these three colors for the mattes, and I packed the green on my outer corner. For the shimmers, I decided to start with Push Pop, and I put that on directly on the center of my lid, kind of just keeping at the center of my eyeball because I did want to take So Sour, as you're going to see here in a minute, and put that on the inner half of it. Both of these work together really well. They're very close. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, you probably couldn't tell. I feel like I could tell a lot easier in person, so definitely do keep that in mind as well with these being pastels. It's maybe a little bit hard to see, but there's still a difference that I could see in person, and I like that kind of gradient effect that I got from the yellow into that more peachy orange. Last up for the lower lash line, I took Cloud 9, and I'm putting this on my lower lash line, as I just said, and I decided to stick just blue under here and not go too crazy with too many different colors, and I blended that out. Again, so easy to work with, so beautiful. This is a TerraMoon shadow, the exact color I have it linked down in my description box, but I decided to use this for my inner corner, and yeah, that is going to be the look. I really enjoyed how this look turned out. I feel like all the mattes blended really nicely. I feel like maybe the peach took a little bit longer to kind of blend and build up than the other mattes in this collection or in this palette, but honestly just a tad bit longer. It wasn't really anything crazy, and overall I just really enjoyed the look. I really like this pastel gradient effect. Moving on to the third and final look, I'm starting with Peep This, and I'm putting this in my crease. I wanted to create a matte gradient look since I had done shimmers and whatnot. I don't know, I want to do something different. So I started out with Peep This, and also in hindsight, I feel like I should have done this in reverse just to get more saturation, but honestly, I was just kind of scared at doing this technique, so that's why I did this way. But anyway, once the yellow was down, I went on with Kawaii Cute, I think is how you pronounce it, and I'm putting that right below the yellow that I already put down and just taking some time to mesh that into the yellow and build it up. Once that's down, I took Sweetener and I put that on the inner and the outer edges of my eyelid, and then I'm kind of connecting it around to create, kind of just doing the perimeter of my eyelid, I guess you could say, and I'm blending that up into the Kawaii Cute that we put in, and then up into the yellow. And once that's down, the last shade I'm putting on my lid is Over the Rainbow, that purple. It was kind of like a pastel sunset effect is what I was going for. As I said, I did this in the wrong order. I feel like if I would do this again, I would start with the purple and work my way up to the yellow, just because, just to get the most pigment and the easiest way to blend. I don't know, I just feel like it would have been a lot more impactful. And also I should have taken the colors a little bit higher. I wish I'd taken the purple up higher and then kind of taken the yellow all the way up to my brow bone, but that's all in hindsight. All of that to say, I blended that all together, and then I moved to my lower lash line, which was Over the Rainbow, and I just took that purple all underneath it, and once it was blended in nice and seamless, I took Kawaii Cute and just kind of helped make sure that was all nice and blended out. For my inner corner, I took Hello Kitty and packed that on. Really pretty shimmer. It's such a pretty pink. And then for my highlighter, I decided to actually take a little bit of that So Sour, the yellow shimmer, and put that as my face highlighter for the day. So yeah, that is the completed look. Overall, I like how it turned out. Just in hindsight, I would have done a little bit of the placement and the order a little bit differently than I did do it, but overall I did really enjoy the look. It was really pretty, and I love this kind of pastel sunset, and this is going to be the third and final look. Alright, so there are my thoughts. Let me know which one was your favorite. I always love to hear. But yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to talking about the palette or the collection. Like I said in the beginning, they said they're going to be bringing this as a palette, but I have no idea if they're going to keep to the color story, so not really sure there, but I really do hope they are, because I feel like this is the perfect pastel palette, and I absolutely love the formula. I like Give Me Glow's formula in general. I find the formula very easy to work with, and pastel shadows can be a little tricky. I feel like depending, they can just be a little finicky because they have so much like white in them. They're so light. But in true Give Me Glow formula, I had absolutely no problems working with these. They were a dream to work with, and they gave me the pastels that I like. And if I had to name like my top favorite pastel palette in my collection, hands down I like Give Me Glows more. There's just something about it that's so easy to work with, and also too, the thing that I love is that it's pastel, but it's still super colorful and pigmented, which is what I like to see. I'm not really into that very sheer wash of color. If I'm gonna put color, if I'm gonna put eyeshadow on my eyes, I want the color to be there. I want the pigment to be there, and that is totally what I find in the Give Me Glow Pretty in Pastel collection. I can't remember how many looks specifically I've created. I've had a chance to try all of the shadows in this collection, and I am absolutely blown away with how easy they are to work with. They are true Give Me Glow like quality. These shimmers are my favorite type of shimmers. Like, they look so pretty, reflective, sparkly, and wet looking on your eyes, but they're so easy to glide on. There's no difficulty picking it up on your brush. There's no difficulty putting it on your lid. They just glide on. They're so pigmented. They're just so easy to work with, and they look absolutely stunning. This is the type of shimmer formula that I can go with a really flat brush and apply it to my lid and just apply it carefully, and I can get that cut crease look without having to put down concealer. Like, it's that pigmented, it's that smooth, and it's that just very sharp and fine, and just such a good formula to work with. And it's just my favorite type of very shimmery metallic formula. It is amazing, and I love that all of these still keep to the very pastel color. Like, none of them are super colorful, but each one of them, okay, you can tell that's pink, that's yellow, that's blue. They come across very nicely, but they're still very light and airy, so it's just a dream to work with. And yeah, like I said already, if I had to name a favorite when it comes to my pastel palettes, this will come out on top because it has all the colors in the rainbow, and it has the mix of both mattes in all the colors, but also shimmers in all the colors, so more possibilities. So if you're someone who you like to play with pastels but you still like your color, like me, I think you'll like the Give Me Glow Pretty and Pastel palette. Whatever that they come out with, their formula, I think you would absolutely love it. I just hope they keep everything about the Pretty and Pastel bundle. I hope they just stick that right into a palette and call it good, because if they do, I highly recommend you get it, and I honestly might be getting it just for the packaging because, like I already said, I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to packaging. But yeah, their formula, I had such a good time working with it, as you've already heard in the tutorial. It's just so easy, and as you guys can see, it's so pigmented and so easy to use. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop going on and on. I was trying to think of some cons that I could throw in there after the tutorials and whatnot, but really, don't really have any cons besides there's no color to deepen it. But when we're talking about the quality of the shadows, they really brought the quality with this Pretty and Pastel bundle, so I would highly recommend it, and I had absolutely so much fun with this collection. Like I've said before, or if you're new here, I'm not someone who's crazy about pastels, but this collection, this palette, had me so excited and crazy about pastels. I had so much fun, and like I said, all the looks that I created, I absolutely loved. And even though they were all light and airy, there's nothing in here to deepen it up that much. They were still so full of color. I was all about it. So I'm gonna stop raving on and on about it. I hope you guys found the tutorial helpful, and then also hearing my thoughts on the formula and on my thoughts overall. But yeah, overall, I just love this collection so much. So it's definitely worth doing a 3 looks 1 palette plus review and sharing with you guys the looks that I did to hopefully inspire you, and then also to let you know how much I recommend the Give Me Glow pastel formula. And I just had such a good time with this. So yeah, with all that said, thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and found this video informative. So sorry for all the noises in the background of this video, but I hope you guys just enjoyed the tutorial, and at least there shouldn't be any noises and the overlay of that part of it. But yeah, as always, if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up on your way out, and if you want to continue getting content from me, I am LadyKatie92 over on Instagram, and you can check me out over there as I upload about every day. But yeah, with all that said, thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.